Okay. Well, so I'm just a little bit off, a little bit confused about life today, as usual. But I don't know. I just said the day didn't. My favorite thing in my whole life since birth until now has been eating breakfast at Taiwanese breakfast places. Um, I'm not sure why. Trying to think of why that is. It's just really true. It's like literally my favorite thing in the world. I would have thought it would be Hong Kong. I just like the morning, like when things start going. I think it comes back to like being in my dad's home in Colorado, or yeah, I think mostly in Colorado. And like it was so boring. Like it was just I didn't know any kids. I was living in Minnesota, so I just there's there for the summertime. I didn't have friends. I wasn't in part of any activities. I had nothing to do. I was so bored, and I would play like SimCity mostly. I play SimCity for hours and hours and hours, all day, every day. And like it became like a true addiction, my SimCity addiction, because it was, the real addiction, as everybody talks about the mice and the heroin water, is when it's not just that you enjoy doing it, and it's not just that you do it to excess, but it's that you hate your life so much, and this is the only thing that gives you enjoyment. So you like have to do it in a desperate attempt to avoid facing the reality of what your life consists of. But anyway, so I feel like at that time, like just in the morning, we got like three different newspapers. We got like the Rocky Mountain News, we got Wall Street Journal, we got the New York Times, and then uh, we had internet, so I could like look at the news. And there was like 24-hour cable television, you know. So there was news, and then like Clinton bombed Serbia, and it was like, thank God something's happening. I don't mean any harm on any Serbians, or even Serbian dictators, whatever. But holy shit, I was so bored, and just anything. I think that's what cemented my. And I think I always wanted to like what I wanted. Always want to do is like wake up and drink a coffee and watch the news and like give the day. If there's like this bustle of activity. That's what I want. Like like when the stock market opens. So you'd think I like Hong Kong would be the best spot for that. But the problem with Hong Kong, it's too busy. Finding a place to eat breakfast. I mean, it might not be now. Supposedly it's not busy now, but it is both busy and expensive. I don't know. It could have been great. Hong Kong and New York are two places where the only two places in the world I've had this feeling where you step outside and you're like, oh, there is so much going on here. This place is amazing. But like, I don't have a job or income. So like, which don't get me wrong, it's nice. Everything's amazing here too, but like in a different way. Not in like there's so much going on, and like it's just nice here. I forgot I was gonna charge my phone. So, anyways, that my favorite thing in the world is going to eat breakfast at a Taiwanese place. Even though now it seems like I can't drink milk. It seems like every time I drink milk, my stomach throws a it has a it has a riot. It calls me a fascist. It calls me a racist, and it tear gasses me and head stomps me. It plays all of the roles in that drama. So, but you know what? It's not even really bothering me because I found that the American coffee, that's what they, when you order it here, it's called, it's like ordering an Americano. You order an Americano, but it's not an Americano. It's not, maybe it's not, maybe it is not meant to be an Americano. I don't know. Sure Cafe. So it's like American style coffee, which I guess is, I always thought that's what Americano meant, but it's definitely not espresso. It's just like coffee. But the thing is, like in America, if you order American style coffee, but it's like the same price as just a hot coffee, it'll taste like garbage. It'll taste horrible. If you go to, if you go to McDonald's or you go to Taco Bell and you just order a cold iced coffee with no sugar, it tastes terrible. But if you get a cold press coffee, then that's different, of course. But the cold press coffees usually cost 4 or 5 times as much as the hot coffees. Um, but here, the American style coffee is fine. It doesn't have a crazy aftertaste. It's bitter, but not like in a bad way. But get like some chocolate toast or like Nutella, and I don't ever get Nutella. I don't know why I said that. I just thought that would sound more normal or something. But as if as if I can ever pretend to be normal. But anyway, so somehow today I just kind of like was incapable of making my way to do my favorite thing in the whole world, which is the Taiwan breakfast. I just didn't. I couldn't figure out how to make it happen. I tried and I failed. Um, but I did go to 7-Eleven. I went to 7-Eleven and I was like panicking. I was having a panic attack because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like I'm making a directory. I'm making a directory. That's the plan. What the hell does that even mean? And then I found one company that like does kind of what I am trying to make a directory of, I guess. And then I was back. I was like, hell yeah, okay, this is good. We're all good. Everything's good. But I am like so loopy that I'm in a dangerous spot because I could, uh, like, I started talking to the woman at the grocery store that was like counting the. She was like doing inventory, and I just like went up and started saying random weird shit to her. Uh, and I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking loopy." I don't know. I'm like, so I almost want to like, I don't know. I feel like if I go anywhere, or like I could end up drinking too much because I just have like lost. I'm basically like stir crazy. I like lost my connection to like what is good choice and what is a bad choice or whatever. I need to. I might put myself on lockdown. Just don't go anywhere. Don't do anything for the entire Chinese New Year. You can't get in any trouble. Just stay out of trouble. Because the thing is, like, if I were to try to on just bring my brain back down to earth, it's going to be like a long process. It's going to require like a lot of walking and a lot, and I don't have time for all that. I just got to keep pushing forward with my loopy state. By the time I come out of this stir craziness, hopefully I have something to show for it. I guess is the idea. Who knows what the fuck am I even talking about? But, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I'm, like, looking at, X right now, and as I look at X, like, the point is that before I looked at X, I was, looking at YouTube. I just watched, like, a whole YouTube video uh about, Die Hard, about Die Hard, because I came on here to live stream, and then I just like a Die Hard I've moved a video discussing Die Hard came up, and I just, like, watched the whole thing instead of doing what I had came on here to do, and now so that's what I mean by, like, I'm so loopy, like, I just had hilarious comedy, what the hell? What is this Michael Turton trying to say? Let's try to figure this out. Why does he think that is he saying that there's, like, high inflation? I don't know, maybe I'll ask him. Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know. I might be too far gone to accomplish anything. I need to take a long walk. I might just walk to the bank, change some money so I don't have to worry about having no money during Chinese New Year, and then, and then sit at my second do my second favorite thing of, Taiwanese breakfast is, drink a giant thing of green tea and look out the window and do some writing. I should do that. I should do that. But the thing is that ultimately what I need to do is on the computer. The thing I need to do is actually on the computer, but at the same time, like, I'm actually too goofy to, like I think I'm too goofy to do it, to be honest. Which is kind of I mean, the thing is, like, the thing about the panicking and then the directory, it's like I'm in this state where, like, if I'm thinking clearly enough to know what I'm doing, then I'm okay. But as soon as my thinking deteriorates enough where it doesn't make sense to me anymore, I'm like panicked, which I think is why the a couple weeks ago when I drank 2 days in a row, I was like having extreme anxiety when I came home drunk. And I think that's why it's like, dude, if I am not thinking well, then I'm so like out on a limb. I'm so the fuck bare ass naked out on a limb with what I'm doing in life that I mean, it's like in Clash Royale when like there'll be times when like they've taken both of my towers and I have yet to do any damage to them at all. And they have like a bunch of troops out and I have no troops out. And I'm like, I got him. I got this. I'm going to beat him. And that, because I know how, because I know how they like left themselves vulnerable and how to convert that into a victory for me. But like, if during that moment or any moment between then and the end of the match, I lose focus for half a second, there's no fucking hope. There's no chance because you're just too far behind. And like you can't inertia your way to a victory there. It's got to be 100% clear as to what you're doing and why, I guess. So that's why I kind of feel like I can't afford to let myself get distracted. I just got to push through. I got to push through. Okay, anyway, so what am I doing then? Let me think about this. Did I add universal commerce, pro commercial, agentic commerce, agent to agent, and agentic commerce and UCP? I don't know. I really thought that once I started live streaming, it would like perk me up and I would start making sense of things. I can't make sense of shit right now. All I know is this. That's all I know is that I have to make directories. Okay. So there's the feed bots. Now, what was the feed bot batch parse public? That's it. Target city is UPC. Now, damn, is this still not loading? That's taking a long time. Agentic is in there. Okay. The UPC is not in there. Maybe it should be. UCP, Universal Commercial Protocol. Fuck. Shit. Voice flow. What the hell am I doing? Feed bots, and then okay, I completely lost track of what I was doing there. Just being so stupid right now. Let's see here. Meta feed multi-domain. I need to edit this so that it has the word commercial. I'm gonna add commercial or and UCP to the, which I don't even know why I have any. It shouldn't even have any. It just shouldn't have a filter in it. Oh, I should really look at those articles. Anyways, okay, so I added those keywords, I think. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a graph out of this XCO agency. See if they have a graph on their website already. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm just like sick. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe. I think I was thirsty. I think I might have been thirsty. Maybe I'll go do this in the kitchen. Oh no, I definitely feel like they should be like working a little bit, taking a break, working a little bit, take a break, like as much as possible. Like 20 minutes of work, 20 minutes of break. But hmm, yeah, I just need to make a. I mean, I need to make directories. That's what my only hope in this earth is to make directories. So that's I just got to do that, regardless of if it goes well, if it goes terrible, if it's going great, if it's awesome. Doesn't matter. I just need to keep doing it until I got to say this is quite the file, considering. Okay, so one website, one organization, 114 images, 142 breadcrumbs, 143 pages. What the fuck pages? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, so I did a bad thing there. A stupid, stupid bad thing. The thing is, I need to go for a walk. I really need to go for a walk. I guess the issue is that I don't have enough money to go for a walk. And then I'm like, okay, so I should go to the bank and change my dollars for Taiwan dollars. But then I'm like, no, I should save my dollars for the Philippines and have somebody send me money so that I can get it at the ATM. And then that'll save like one exchanging of dollars. That'll save one transaction fee. I should go spend all of my pennies. Are they called pennies when they're new Taiwan dollars? Okay, anyways, what was I doing? Holy shit, I'm so stupid. I think I'm done with this, so I'll close this one out. And then in this one, I need to find the JSON parser. Oh God, I hope that I can pull out of this nosedive. Base. Okay, so I fixed the base, and then now I need to go to the JSON and find the most recent graph that was created and delete it. All right, now let's do it all over again. That was fast. Holy shit, that was fast. Forbidden. Fucking hell. Is that you won't let me scrape your fucking JSON, guys? Give me a break. What are you guys, a scam? What are you, scammers? You want me to scrape your JSON? Whoops, I need to click inspect. I meant to view page source. Share this tab. Wait a minute, I'm so confused. How does my parser get all of the... Oh, it's using the WordPress API? Hmm. Yeah, I really need to make it so that it can use the WordPress API where it can use not the WordPress API. Oh, damn. What is this access token here? I hope I'm not YouTube something that they don't want people to know about. Shopify country equals Taiwan. I'm going to guess they're reading my info. LD plus JSON. Okay, so here we go. Basically, nothing. Here's something. So they barely have any JSON. Do they have any other pages? Yeah, services page. Huh. The services page, it's a one-page website. Okay, it's a one-page website. You just get sent to a different section of the page. Except for the blog. The blog might be... I don't know what this affiliate thing is. What is the Maestro theme scheduler? Don't know. Learn more. Oh, is it a Shopify theme? It must be Shopify theme. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't even realize it brought me over to Medium. Okay. I'm sleepy. This fucking thing made me sleepy. $60 milligrams of caffeine and 30 grams of sugar. When somebody uses Shopify for their website, how do they have a blog?
Actually, it's a common misconception that Shopify is just for products. It actually comes with a built-in blogging engine right out of the box. You don't need to install anything extra to start writing. Here is the non-techie breakdown of how it works. 1. Where to find it. In your Shopify admin dashboard, look for Online Store in the left-hand menu, then click on Blog Posts. The default. Shopify usually creates a default blog for you called News. Adding posts. You just click Add Blog Post, write your title and content, like a Word doc, and hit Save. 2. Organizing with blogs, categories. One thing that trips people up is that Shopify uses the word blog like a category. If you want a section for recipes and another for company updates, you would create 2 separate blogs. When you write a post, you simply assign it to the recipe blog or the news blog. 3. Making it visible. Writing the post doesn't automatically put a blog link in your website's header. You have to do that manually. Go to Online Store Navigation. Select your main menu. Add a new menu item, name it Blog, and link it to
Content. Shopify optimization. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Shopify optimization. Let's just see if I can run that get socials. Get socials. URL equals base. HTML add get files. If no HTML. All right, so I'll just put their URL in here. Son of beach. Okay. Done. And now let's go here and just put up get socials.php. I think that's what I'm looking for. Failed to fetch. Why would you fail to fetch? That's my question. File get contents. If not HTML. Is that the problem? Do most Shopify themes automatically block file get contents? Yes. If you're trying to use PHP function inside a Shopify theme file, a liquid file will not work. Shopify does not use PHP. Wait. Let's just give it the code and see what it says about that code there. So this will not work. I love how people talk about prompt crafting, and I'm like, so this won't work? Okay, never mind. I should have crafted my prompt. I'm out of a Shopify theme. I am attempting to use it from an external site to grab the HTML of the Shopify site. Ah, that makes much more sense. Yeah, no shit. Their security system, usually Cloudflare, looks for headless browsers and requests that don't look human. To make this work reliably, you need to disguise your request so it looks like it's coming from a standard web browser. You can do this by setting a stream context like this. If file gets contents doesn't work, switch to CURL. Okay, let's try it. This stream get socials stream context. Oh my god. All right, here, no footer found. Is there a footer? There is definitely a footer. Let's see if we look at it and let us inspect. All right, I lost the live stream there. See, there's a div class with the footer. But there's no div, there's no like footer. Well, clearly I'm in the footer social section. Here we have the LinkedIn. Here we have the Twitter. Okay, let me just see. Div ID and section. It's a section. And M footer. Oh, damn. So there is a tag with the word footer in it. Oh, shit. What did I do? Rewrite that script so to find the social profile chunk of text. Oops, should not have been text, should be HTML. How is it thinking it's doing this here? Truncated. No, it needs to work. I can't think through the, okay, just, I don't care. I don't care if I'm thinking clearly or not. Like, I literally just, this is what I want to do. Just tell Gemini to do something, paste it in there. I went a little too far on that one. Where do I start and where do I stop here? Okay, I guess I didn't go too far. What just happened? Stream context create. Okay, so I think it's still. All right, let's find out. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna run it again. And it achieved nothing. We went from at least it saying no footer found to it saying nothing. What the hell? Did I do something wrong? What did I do wrong here? All right, I just deleted the whole file and just did exactly what. Okay. Hello, Mr. Gemini. When I ran that file, there was actually no output whatsoever. Hello. Okay, so it added the var dump. And it removed the searching. Just here we go. Successfully fetched 359,313 characters of HTML. Found X. Found LinkedIn. Found TikTok. Sweet. That's a nice little scraper. All right, I'm gonna just leave it at that, I guess. For now, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna lay down and just take a nap and uh, like watch videos about the Ukraine war or something. I don't care. I don't care. I woke up today the way I woke up yesterday. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get a lot done today. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is that I make these directories. And I strongly believe, although I have no real reason for believing this, as long as I make the directories, everything's going to be okay. And if I don't make the directories, nothing's going to be okay. So I don't need to force myself. I don't need to push myself. But the one thing I will say is that, yeah, so it's like you make the directories and then it's like you write articles that would be useful for a person that would be interested in these directories. You see what I'm saying? Like if it's a Danbing directory, I don't know why I want to use this. I should just use the one I'm actually working on instead of this bullshit, but I just can't help it. So if you're writing, like you're making a directory of, Taiwan breakfast shops, and then what are the articles that somebody that's interested in this directory would also be interested in reading? Hey, which shops what shop has the best deal? What shop has the best standing? Uh, which shop has the best coffee? Which shop is has the best atmosphere? Which shop uh, how many calories are in a danbing, or like the nutritional information, or uh, about special promotions that any of these shops are having. You know what I mean? Because like there are articles that most people most of the time probably wouldn't be interested in, but like if somebody's interested in this directory, they would be interested in these articles. You know, and then what you do, uh, then you add a chatbot. Well, the directory is a chatbot, but so then the chatbot just has information from the articles and the directory information. That's all it has really. Maybe like some special, maybe a special prompt, system prompt. And then you start generating leads. And then you're like a meta, I don't know, provider of whatever service you're building the directory for. That's the idea. So yeah, it's for this, it's like there's a few different things, and I'm not sure if they're the same thing or they're just like if it's just a semantic difference, but it's like augmenting or enhancing or enriching or auditing your e-commerce catalog to make it UPC compliant, implementing agent to agent protocol on your Shopify, and then just Shopify optimization. That's all. Okay, I'm gonna be done live streaming for today. That was pretty unproductive, but that's okay because it was unproductive in the right direction. As long as I stay on in this direction, I will eventually get to the point where I am much more productive doing exactly this.